Matrixx and Rhodes show fans, we are back with another video, and let's talk about the destroyer of franchises. The man that has destroyed Star Wars also is the one that rebooted the Star Trek franchise with 2009's Star Trek. And I'm talking about J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams destroyed Star Wars. He made a trash movie in The Force Falls Asleep, which you may know as The Force Awakens. I know that movie made $2 billion, but simply because it was the first Star Wars movie in about 10 years, ever since Revenge of the Sith. I saw right through that movie. I didn't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. The movie was trash, and I was proven right, as the next movie was awful. And then JJ came back, and he actually put out a franchise-destroying movie in The Rise of Palpatine. You may know it as The Rise of Skywalker. Except, Skywalker's not really included in his movies whatsoever. Trash. Absolute trash. Now, this video is really about Star Trek here. I'm a normie when it comes to Star Trek. I remember the 2009 movie when it came out. And I do believe that Star Trek purists didn't really care for it. And there was actually 2 more sequels as well. J.J. Abrams was involved in all of them. He didn't direct the last one, I know. The last one was really bad. That was an awful Star Trek movie. Awful. However, guys, finally, they have announced, J.J. Abrams has come out and announced that Star Trek 4 will begin production at the end of this year. And they're hoping for a late 2023 release, probably somewhere around December. However, folks, there is a problem with this. Check this out. The stars were blindsided by Paramount's surprise Star Trek 4 news, as the fans were. Let's read some of this. Star Trek 4 finally seems to be happening, which was a legit surprise to most of its cast. According to the Hollywood Reporter's sources on Tuesday, most of the main cast of the Kelvin Timeline films and their reps were blindsided by Paramount's February 15th Investor Day call when Star Trek 2009 director J.J. Abrams announced, quote, "We are thrilled to say that we are hard at work on a new Star Trek film that will be shooting by the end of the year that will be featuring our original cast." Keep that in mind right there. Let's read this next part. Outside of Chris Pine, it seems that the franchise's primary cast members, which include Zachary Quinto, Simon Pegg, Carl Urban, Zoe Saldana, and John Cho, were not aware that a Star Trek 4 announcement was coming, that they would be shooting a film by the end of 2022 to make a December 2023 release, or that it would be touted as part of the deal to sweeten the pot for the company's investors. They had no idea. They had no idea outside of Chris Pine. It's news to them. And J.J. Abrams says the original cast is coming back. Completely blindsided by this. And, I'm pretty sure all these actors, they're professionals. So they probably have their schedules already planned out. They had no idea. Completely blindsided. Chris Pine, who plays Captain Kirk, seems to have been the only actor whose team was given an early heads up, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Pine is obviously seen as the linchpin to the sequel, getting out of the space dock, thanks to the Wonder Woman actor's star profile rising in the years since he first captained the Enterprise. Well, of course you got to have him in the loop because he's playing the main character. However, nobody else knew. The Hollywood Reporter's insiders cautioned that Paramount's lack of mindfulness when it came to checking to see if the actor's availability even aligns with their plans to appease stockholders likely photon torpedoed any negotiation leverage the studio may have. Positioning tentpole eye candy to court Wall Street favor seems to have been more important than backing that announcement up with more than enthusiastic hope and promise. If I'm the exactest, man, I'm like, man, you better double my salary. You messing up my schedule. If I'm coming back, I want way, way more money. Now, even though the last movie, I don't even think the last movie even made any money. I believe it cost $190 million to make that movie, and I believe it only grossed like $353 million, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it talks about it right here. Funny, because that was Star Trek Beyond. It says it's been 6 years of fits and starts on the development front for a sequel to 2016's Star Trek Beyond, which underwhelmed at the box office with a worldwide gross of $343 million. The expensive sequel, directed by Fast and Furious Helmer Justin Lin, cost a reported $190 million, but our sources say that figure actually creeps up well up into the $200 million range. So that movie lost money. But man, what do you make of this, man? J.J. Abrams just announcing that everybody's coming back. Now, they do got a problem here because Mr. Chekhov, Anton Yelkin, who actually played him, he died. So he's not alive. So they definitely will have to recast somebody to play Mr. Chekhov. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Matrixx and Rhodes show fans, man, J.J. Abrams, this man is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't think this movie is going to be any good. I really don't. What he did with The Force Falls Asleep, man, that should be a telltale sign. This man is awful. This man destroys franchises. I really don't care to see this fourth Star Trek movie whatsoever. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.